Hello, welcome back to the M2 Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Anthony. My co-host right here is KyleHeath. This is the show where we cover gaming industry-related news of the last week. This week, we're going to talk a little bit how there was a Remedy CEO that stepped down a couple of weeks after a couple of company news came out. Microsoft might have teased an Xbox PC kind of combo situation. It's been a while since we really dived into Microsoft, at least to this degree. Also, Ridgeline Games creative director was disappointed in Battlefield 6, and we'll get kind of into that as well. And Arc Raiders, there was a designer that admitted they compared and contrast what Bungie did with Marathon. So we're going to dive into that as well. But before we get into it, Kyle, what have you been up to the last week? How you been?
I've been chill, man. Chilling. The game I probably played the most, good old Valorant, tried and true. New battle passes out. New battle passes out. I'm digging the skins in it. Made the purchase, so we're locked in another season. Because why not? Challenges reset today, so I can do some weeklies.
Oh, very nice.
but yeah, no, that's kind of the bulk of what I've been playing. Played a little supermarket together again. Some of the homies. That was fun.
Heck yeah. I knew you were having a good time with that.
Yeah, I think at this point we're trying to get to late game, whatever that is.
Oh, okay.
So we're just expanding our market, trying to, buy everything. Because there's there's a whole section apparently where you could do mobile orders and stuff. And that's crazy. So it's we're nowhere near that yet. But it's it's pretty cool what you can do in that game. So we're trying to learn everything and do all that, which has been fun. So checking some of that out. I don't think I played anything else though. I think it was it. It's kind of really those two. Yeah. Nothing else comes to mind. I didn't try any new single player games or anything, fortunately. So gotta get on that.
Yeah, you gotta branch out a little bit. But that sounds like a good time, just hanging out with the buds. I did something kind of similar with Halo. I pulled out the old CRT, plugged it up, started playing with people. A little bit of a sweat fest. Had some fun. Very frustrating though. It's very, very annoying. The slow turn that you get on that game, brutal. Absolutely brutal. It's you'll go from what I would classify as a 7 or 8 cents, pretty high sensitivity, to all of a sudden a 2 cents. And the only way to fix it is to unplug your controller and plug it back in. So it's so bad. Very, very annoying. And the kid, he's taking up the camera right now for anybody that's watching. Yeah, so the other thing that I started doing was I actually got on Fortnite. I hadn't been playing Fortnite in years. The last time I played Fortnite was rocket racing. And the few times I told my friends, I was like, yeah, I've been playing rocket racing. They just make fun of me. So obviously, rocket racing isn't the thing to do, especially in Fortnite. I was playing Battle Royale with some of my buddies, and that was a load of fun. They're really good. They've been playing pretty much last couple of years. They've been playing very consistently, and they've been pretty solid. Thankfully, I was getting carried the whole time, but I'll tell you, the first time I played Fortnite when it launched, because I think I was an early adopter. I got it in beta, right before you paid for the game. Basically, most people paid for the game, and it was supposed to be a zombie survival game, right? It had a whole campaign and story. When I got on that UI, I had no idea what the heck was going on. The main menu, it was so hard to pay attention, and there was too much stuff going on. I didn't know where to go. My buddies were just yeah, just ready up. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? I don't know where I am. It's I'm in their lobby, but I didn't know how to get to the lobby to ready up. It made no sense. It was very, very confusing. I did figure it out. Obviously, we got a couple of games in, but when you're in the game, it's there's so much crap on the screen.
It's a lot now, yeah.
It's too much. It's way too much. I get why that's there. They're trying to make sure that everybody has awareness and you can play it on any platform. But dude, I don't need all that that extra stuff. There's so much pop-ups that I felt like I was getting shot from a different direction. So I couldn't tell what was going on. There were multiple times I was getting hit and I would turn around and I was getting hit from a completely different direction. I'm like, what the hell's going on, dude? I can't tell. But dude, it was fun overall.
Yeah, that game, dude, it's a lot. I feel like every time I log in, there's 4 or 5 battle passes now. And so it's like you have like a music pass, you have a Lego pass, you have like the regular pass. It's like, dude, I log in and there's all these free rewards that just pop up on my screen, like, oh, you have this now. And so like some of it's pretty cool, like a cool like back bling or something. But it's just like there's a lot. Like you log on, it's just like, okay.
I don't know what happened when something happened with Epic Games. Like must have happened like years ago because I haven't played Fortnite in a long time. This happened with me when I played Rocket League. I played Rocket League as well on the break, but Rocket League used to be its individual company, and then it was bought out by Epic Games. And you're supposed to sync up your account. There are like items that I had when I paid for Rocket League that I no longer have available in like my garage to like implement on my cars. It's very annoying because some of the stuff I had was like really, really rare.
Yeah.
And like the blueprints I had, and like very, very annoying. I don't know what happened. I just don't have the access to it anymore. And when I started playing Fortnite again, it's like I put a lot of time into Fortnite. There was a lot of like skins that I had. I was pretty like competitive and into it. Play with my buddy all the time. Maybe because the game was in beta when I was playing a lot. But all my skins are like I'm basically a brand new player. I have no record of ever playing the game, even though I synced up my Xbox Live account, which I played it on, and Epic Games. And I'm like, what the heck happened? Maybe it's just been so long they like wiped their servers.
It sucks.
Yeah, so I load in and I have the ugliest like Christmas Day outfit.
Oh my, it's ugly. Ugly.
Terrible. And I'm looking at all my boys are just like, what are you wearing, man? It's like, well, I'm committed now. Like now it's like I'm not gonna say that I don't know what happened. It's just this is what it is. But last night, to change the topic, last night I started Hogwarts Legacy. So that opening cutscene, man, kind of addicting. And I can totally see how people would just get absolutely hooked. The graphics look really, really cool. I'm totally into it, and I'm really excited to play it later tonight. Finally,
Yeah,
I'm playing a new game.
So happy for you, dude. Yeah, the game's incredible. I did not finish that game. I got, I think, maybe 3/4 way through it, something like that. But just never got around to finishing it. I can't tell you what exactly happened. That's why I stopped playing it. It's maybe other games came out. I mean, this was when it first came out, so we're talking 2.5 years ago. But I need to finish it, man. I need to finish it, and maybe you'll inspire me one day, one of these fall crisp evenings when I have not much going on.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that's when it'll just
what's
hit
gonna
me
happen
from the heavens. It's like play Hogwarts.
It's gonna be December. It's gonna be December. Mark my word. Well, if you probably don't have cable, do you?
No, I have YouTube TV. Thank you.
So, YouTube. Okay, that's kind of I mean,
it's
if you get basic channels, like, do you get like TNT or anything like that,
yeah, dude,
or AMC?
It's pretty much cable. Like you get everything.
Yeah, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. Like when you get around the holidays in December, they just go on like Harry Potter marathons for weeks.
Oh yeah, dude.
Just back to back to back to back.
Oh,
and then sometimes near like the New Year, they do the same thing with Lord of the Rings. It's like they're like, yeah, it's a Christmas movie. Start putting it all on.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a whole other topic. There's at least like 3 or 4 Harry Potter movies I have not seen. I think I saw up to like 5.
Oh, really?
And then
that's so sad.
I'm telling you, Mike. I'm telling you, dude. Lord of the Rings.
You make me sad, man.
Harry Potter ain't. There's a lot, man. One of these days I want to do the Harry Potter like marathon. Or just go through.
Oh, dude, that's a big ass. Just do like Lord of the Rings marathon instead.
Director's cut, 4 hours each.
Yeah, it's way easier to digest. Whereas like Harry Potter, it's kind of made for like kids. So there's very like there's adult themes. Don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like a Disney movie in a way. It's very normal archetypes. The hero always wins. Like Lord of the Rings is a little bit more adult in the way that like not everything is perfect. There are flaws in a lot of characters, and you can kind of like really learn from that. And they also have like the archetypes that they have. I mean, they're like biblical archetypes that have been around for freaking centuries, but at the same time, it's consistent, and it's, I don't know, I think it's the perfect trilogy in my opinion. It really is. And I think you're missing out. And I'm going to keep saying that for another year or 2 years until you eventually watch it, and then you come tell me that I was right. Because, dude, you get like the Harry Potter stuff seems to be the easiest thing to watch. Has to be, because they made movies. Like it consumed everybody for ages. And the video games. and the entire like Universal has an entire world built around it. It's come on, what are we doing here?
Listen, man. Have I ever said you were wrong?
Maybe. Dude. All right. How about we change the topic? Let's let you wipe your little glasses over there, and then jump into the first article. I actually read them out of order, so if anybody's trying to like count on us to go in order of me reading them out, you're already cooked.
Caught off guard.
That's
come and join me, Winona, my kitty. All right. So we're gonna start it here. Bang. Who guessed it was gonna be the Remedy CEO article first? I don't know. Not me. Kind of
my bad.
I kind of knew, you know. Anyway, Remedy CEO steps down 2 weeks after it issued a profit warning due to FBC Firebreak's weak sales. This is coming from Chris Scullion over at Video Games Chronicle. Tero Virtala stepped down from the CEO role with immediate effect. In a statement to investors, the company explained that Virtala and the board of directors had mutually agreed that Tero Virtala will step down from his position as company CEO with immediate effect. Virtala was appointed CEO in August 2016 and will now continue at the service of the company during a transition period where he will help the handover of duties to the new CEO. Remedy co-founder Marcus Lehto. There's the 2 dots over the A and Maki. So I mean, I forget how you is it Mac. I forget how to pronounce it. I just know like the O. If there's 2 dots for the O, it's like a ooh sound. I don't know.
Moki. I don't know.
Moki.
I got no idea.
Co-founder Marcus Lehto has been appointed as interim CEO until a permanent replacement can be found. He'll step down from his role as chairman of the board as a result. I want to thank Tero Virtala for his substantial contribution to the management of Remedy since 2016, Kai said in a statement. I personally thank Tero for good cooperation and wish him all the best for the future. Although the statement doesn't specify the exact reason why Virtala is no longer Remedy CEO, the announcement does come just 12 days after the company issued a profit warning to shareholders due to weak sales of FBC Firebreak. The PvE first-person shooter, which is set in the Control universe, is Remedy's first full multiplayer game. When it was released in June, Remedy reported that launch sales had underperformed, but committed to improving the game based on player feedback. And look, for those that have not played Control, it is very much what you think of as a Remedy game. In terms of like, it's just kind of all over the place, but also like there's an underlying through. There's like a through line, I guess is the best way to describe it, through the story. And it's pieced together in a way where like, it's like if you really get invested, it has a huge payout. So it's like, it's a weird universe, man. It's really weird. So, I mean, I'd recommend everyone to try it. You could probably find the game either like, dirt cheap or like for free in some cases if you're like on specific sales sites. So I think it's worth playing. I think they're working on a Control 2 as well. So kind of, want to get into the series, you can play the first one in preparation for the second. But yeah, they did a multiplayer spin-off in that universe. So if anyone's played Control, you could probably imagine the kind of aesthetic that shooter has. So yeah, it's craziness, man. It's craziness. And there is an image of the actual shooter, and there's a caption underneath that says FBC Firebreak reached more than 1 million players in the first 10 days. But Remedy says most of these were playing on Xbox Game Pass and PlayStation Plus. So you just pay a small fee, get in, why not? Yeah, makes sense. It's a whole other topic, right? Of like, how does Game Pass influence these games and the profits that these companies make off these games? Let's finish the article. However,
go ahead.
In its profit warning earlier this month, the company warned investors that sales of the game had still not reached its internal targets and that it was lowering its outlook for its current business year as a result, with a hit of around $14.9 million euros expected. Sorry. You say dollars, but we're underselling that's euros.
Yeah, I've been saying the same thing at work.
It's absolutely insane. As a result of the profit warning, the Alan Wake and Max Payne studio has now changed its outlook for the current business year from expecting a revenue and operating profit increase to expecting operating profit to be negative. According to SteamDB, FBC Firebreak got off to a modest start on Steam, hitting a peak of around 2,000 concurrent players at launch. That's not great. 2,000.
Well, it's not great in terms of like I don't know. I mean, it says modest start, but if we're comparing like record breaking, that's all these big titles. I mean, I don't think 2000 is terrible. I don't know.
That's true. I mean, yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. There's a
It
lot
depends
of
on what you're
multiplayer games
measuring.
there. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's Steam too, so I don't know. In the 12 days since Remedy's profit warning, the game has failed to hit a peak of more than 100 players. That's not good.
Okay, now it's now it's not good.
Oh, that's not
now
good.
it's not good.
And
It's a wrap.
In the past week, that number has stayed permanently below 50. That's
Dude, I think more people are playing Halo 2 right now.
You're probably correct. Probably correct. Yeah, man.
50.
Oh
Holy
man,
smokes.
that's so rough. I mean, obviously Game Pass, I'm sure is more. There's got to be. But
I don't believe that kind of stuff though.
Like Steam is
Really,
it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, if your main platform on PC is PC, then it's all about the Steam numbers. There's a lot of people that like tie a lot of stuff into the player account that's also on Xbox or PlayStation with crossover games. I think PlayStation matters more than Xbox, but I don't think they publish those numbers. At least Xbox, they do a top 20 or top 50 list of games,
Yeah.
but it's all region based. So take it with a grain of salt. It's not worldwide like Steam is. Yeah, that's brutal. That's really brutal.
It's not great. Not great for your shooter. Yeah, I mean, you can probably make an argument too. Like, yeah, there's probably more on Game Pass, but also like these people on Steam are the ones that bought it, so you feel like, oh, you pay your money for it, you're probably more inclined to play it, kind of thing.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just either way, it can't be good. I mean, yeah, and it's unfortunate. I mean, like I said, the Control universe is it's crazy, it's weird, it's different. So to see a shooter kind of based in that universe that just is not performing well, and you would think a reason for that could be maybe lack of content and lack of good gameplay loop. So I don't know. It's probably
Playability, yeah.
probably a combination of a lot of things, but it's just unfortunate, man. Now the CEO is just out and they're trying to shake things up. I don't know. It's like team's not doing well. One of the lead men got to go. Got to create a spark. You know what I'm saying? Try to get some good games to follow up this because yeah, it's not good.
Got to roll, baby. That's just tough. I mean, Remedy has been kind of they're all over the place right now. It seems.
Yeah.
Not
One of the
entirely
OGs,
consistent.
man. Like we're talking about Max Payne,
This is
like good games. The
Alan Wake.
remaster or remaking, I think the first two. I'm excited for that. So yeah, I don't know. I think remakes may have to sustain them so they can get Control 2 out, and some new IPs. So
That's true too. Yeah. Dude, there's so many of these that are like absolutely wish they bring old IPs back, or not even like remakes, but just
reboots.
remasters, just like a sequel or something. Like
Want some reboots, man?
bring great games.
Oh, they a brand new game. I don't know.
Yeah, kind of down. I don't know, something, man, something.
Would you like to further the disappointment, Mike?
I guess we could, yeah. Literally in the title of the article, I was disappointed. Okay, so this one is coming from game developer, the like the basically the magazine, obviously. Diego Arguello, I think. I don't know. Arguella, if I want to be super American with how I pronounce his last name. He's a contributing editor, news and gamedeveloper.com, writing about essentially Battlefield 6. So Ridgeline Games the creative director, is disappointed in EA's uneven staff crediting in Battlefield 6. A year after EA shuttered Ridgeline Games, former creative director Marcus Lehto expressed disappointment about his former teammates being relegated to a special thanks section, with some of them allegedly omitted entirely. That would make me sick, dude. Could you imagine putting like loads and loads and loads of effort in to make like the best Battlefield since Battlefield 4? When did Battlefield 4 come out exactly? I think it had to be like if I had to guess, like 2015. Let's see.
Special thanks to all of our
2013.
good
Jesus. Actually, Battlefield 4 was one of the main reasons why I got a PC, now that I think about it. Holy crap. All right,
Dang.
so Marcus Lehto, former creative director of Ridgeline Games, a now closed EA studio tasked with creating the campaign of Battlefield 6, expressed disappointment in EA relegating the former staff to a special thanks section in the game's credits, with some members allegedly omitted entirely. And he goes on to say, Lehto, he wrote actually yesterday on LinkedIn. You can go check out if you want to. I'm disappointed to see that many of my former teammates from Ridgeline Games were not properly credited in the recent release of Battlefield 6. These talented developers worked tirelessly for 1 to 2.5 years building the foundation of the game. The former staffer listed in Battlefield 6's credits under the special thanks section are at the very bottom of the credits, as collaborated or corroborated with footage uploaded by Gamers Prey on YouTube. The list only includes names, but Lehto credited an image reflecting the role of each former staffer, which he shared on the same LinkedIn post. The image includes 5 names with omitted next to them, including Lehto himself. A couple of hours after the post, a current developer at EA clarified the 3 out of the 5 credited people are indeed listed in the credits. As such, this means that at least 2 names were allegedly omitted from the credits. Out of respect, okay, this is Lehto's post talking about it on LinkedIn. Out of respect for my colleagues and the awesome work they poured into this project, I wanted to take a moment to properly recognize them, listing their names and roles as I would have preferred them to appear in the credits. Game development is a team effort with every contributor deserves fair acknowledgement. So, an unceremonious closure to Ridgeline Games. So, this is a backstory of what Ridgeline Games actually is. So, for reference, Ridgeline began back in 2021 when EA recruited Lehto to start a Seattle based studio. The following year, the publisher revealed the studio and announced that it had been appointed to create the campaign for the upcoming entry into the Battlefield franchise, collaborating with Ripple Effect, formerly DICE LA. Then, in February 2024, Lehto suddenly left the company, which he later confirmed was a voluntary move. Days later, EA shuttered Ridgeline after the publisher announced it would be laying off 5% of its workforce and moving away from licensed IPs that can no longer deliver success in a changing industry. Back then, EA said work on the project was set to continue under the guidance of Criterion, whatever, while some members of Ridgeline would be joining Ripple Effect. EA has continued laying off workers in 2025, affecting hundreds of staff members as well as multiple projects as Respawn Entertainment that are now canceled. Back in May, the publisher lauded its performance.
Lauded its performance.
Lauded? Lauded? Is that what that is? Lauded.
Lauded.
I can't read, guys. I'm just good at math. During the 2025 fiscal year, and it claimed it is now primed for accelerated growth. Last week, Electronic Arts workers, in conjunction with the video game union United Video Game Workers CWA Local 9433, released a public statement criticizing the Saudi Arabian-led buyout and the company and calling for regulatory scrutiny. In it, the parties argues that the deal jeopardizes workers at the company who have already spent 2 years enduring layoffs and studio closures. EA informed workers that no imminent layoffs will take place once the completion of the buyout. But given the company's decisions over the past couple of years, people remain skeptical, and to say the least. Yeah, I think EA is probably going to take the buyout. The high execs going to catch that money, and then they're all going to quit, and everybody else is going to run away. Got to get that money quick
And then
and run.
Burn to the ground. No more electronic.
Heck yeah, private equity is the best, dude. Saves everybody. It's the greatest thing on the planet.
Oh man, dude, it's rough out here. I can't believe people were excluded from the credits. That's just crazy, man. Like they're not tracking that, they're not putting that in. Because like to your point earlier, man, you put in all, and even the article's point, like you put in all this work, right? All this hours, you dedicate portions of your life in some degrees, depending on how egregious the development becomes, and then you're not even credited for the work. It's like, I mean, you could probably make an argument like who actually sits and watches credits anyway, but it's like that's not the point. Like you still should credit those people, at least I think. It's like you should still put them in there and make sure you check and make sure everyone's in there. I don't know.
I think it matters a lot when it comes to video games, movies, shows, anything like that, where it's like it's an overall production, it's a team effort. It proves that, like, when you build your resume,
Oh,
instead of having people call up the company that you previously worked for, you can just be like, "Look at this, I'm, like, listed my full government name is at the end of these credits. Like, give me the shout. Like, come on."
that's me.
And I think that's totally warranted, and it's the least they can do. Are you kidding me? It's like you're gonna put years of your life into a video game or into a production or a product, and then they're not gonna recognize your efforts, brother. That is how riots happen right there. To the streets. So yeah,
It's
that's kind of
true.
my take. I'd be totally let down if somebody did that to me.
Yeah.
Be big
Uh,
mad.
I mean, good on the poster too for just being like, hey, I'll tell you who's in this. Just kind of putting that out there. I mean, yeah,
Mhm.
it's enough people to write articles and say like, yeah, just didn't even credit people. So it's just not good,
Sheesh.
man. It's just it's not good all around, and especially with the whole private equity stuff and everything that's going out, the buyout and everything. It's just like, are we seeing EA's true colors all along? That was in the undercurrent. That's just now like correct. I was gonna say caressing. That's not the right word. Careening into a wave.
Greening, yeah, greening. Just so good, man. Um, I have you played Battlefield 6 yet?
No, and
Yeah, neither have I.
if it goes on sale, maybe I don't know. I mean, look, I've seen tweets. People like, especially like people that are huge COD fans, right? Like they're like, you know what?
Yeah,
I figured I'd play Battlefield while I'm waiting for the new Call of Duty to come out. And there's some people who've been
facts.
like, I'm losing track of time. I'm having to set alarms to make sure that I get off the game on time and
Yeah.
don't like wreck my sleep schedule. People are really into it, man. So, I love it
Dude,
for them.
you're telling me I see so many people on my friends list now that I haven't played with in a long time who are like gung ho on it every single day, hours and hours. And I'm just like, dude, I feel like I'm missing out. Like my FOMO is just reaching a maximum. But
Yeah,
I also was like, I need to start playing other games. I can't just be playing shooters my whole life. I gotta start branching out. That's why I loaded up Harry Potter as well. Um, It is just
yeah.
good to see as, like, a fan of shooters to see the return of Battlefield. It's very, very cool to see. There are things I would like for them to change. I just hope it brings more competition to the space because I can't handle another arcadey Call of Duty that has, like, no competitive skill gap whatsoever. It's just so boring. Battlefield's not a competitive game, but they're gonna be launching Warzone relatively soon. I think Warzone's mostly RNG and it shouldn't be competitive at all, but people really love that stuff, and you can create some type of league and have an esports. It could be fun. Um, yeah,
It's true, man.
there's
Like,
just other opportunities. Yeah,
yeah, I mean, I'm kind of there with you. And like, it's hard for battle royales to be competitive in my eyes. But I mean, like, hey, like if people are playing it and there's enough to spawn a league and people like are
oh, 100%.
down to
Yeah,
play it, then they're not going to say no, right? So I mean, until people will like boycott it, just be like, yeah, there's not competitive about this.
yep,
I'm getting BS'd, getting a pistol. Like, what's going on, dude? Like,
yeah, just 100% RNG. Like, it's so silly. What's really funny is one of the biggest esports is actually like PUBG Mobile. Of like so many people competing in that. I think it's because it's so accessible. And then they have like huge tournaments where people are competing. It's fascinating to watch. I don't know how they do it. Maybe it's just because I'm like 85 years old. It's not for me. But I'm more of like, get me on the fighter games, get me on shooters if we're doing comp games. Yeah, but overall, it's cool to see. I'm kind of pleased to see that there's a lot of growth with shooters coming back. And it's a shame that EA, but I mean, it's EA. It's like one of the most hated companies on the planet. Not giving credit to their employees.
yeah, dude, it's
Um,
not great, man. It's just not great. So I feel for them. Hopefully, well, I was gonna say they can make it right. I don't know if you can make it right. Maybe you could patch it in. I don't know. Like you patch it
yeah,
in credits. I don't know. Um,
something.
uh, be nice. It'd be nice. I don't know. Do you think EA is gonna do that? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? Probably not. I
I
mean,
think it's a big enough stink, and if are you on LinkedIn at all? Posts go
very rarely.
viral like over freaking night. Like it's so crazy how easy it is to go viral on LinkedIn posts. So I'm sure his stuff like made the rounds. I mean, let's go look at it right now. There's a link to it. Nope, I clicked the wrong one. I clicked the one Gamerspray wrote on LinkedIn. Let's go see. Um, Loading LinkedIn. My browser's absolutely cooked. I know I told you about this earlier. So it was posted 2 days ago. It has 1,441 likes or comments, 72 reposts, 58 comments. And the difference about these comments are when you start scrolling and you see people's comments, it's like, oh, like outsource producer at Lucid Games, senior environmental artist at Amazon Game Studios is on here. They have the writer or director at EA, Sony, and Bungie. It's like these are like for real people, you know.
Yeah.
Producers are on here, so it's like I'm not saying somebody's title is worth more, but I am saying it's like if you get recognition from industry leaders and people that are making decisions in really big companies that really will impact the overall industry, then it kind of will go further than somebody posting on Twitter in the void. Because none of these guys are on Twitter, really. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's true.
That's just a theory of mine.
It's probably an accurate theory, honestly. It's got merit.
I try to base my BS in some type of logic.
Do
All right,
you know
hit me
who's
with the
trying?
next one.
Do you know who's trying and failing? Let's get to it.
Oh, Microsoft.
Tom Warren, The Verge. Did Microsoft just tease that the next Xbox is a PC and console? Microsoft keeps dropping subtle hints about the next gen Xbox console. We already know that the next gen Xbox console isn't locked to a single store. We'll use an AMD chip inside and will maintain compatibility with an existing library of Xbox games. Now, Microsoft appears to be teasing that the next gen Xbox will be some type of hybrid console and PC. Xbox President Sarah Bond sat down with Mashable this week to discuss the latest Xbox Ally X handheld and dropped some vague hints about Microsoft's next-gen Xbox console. When asked about rumors that the next-gen Xbox console will be more like a gaming PC, Bond appeared to agree, saying, quote, "I can tell you you're right that the next-gen console is going to be a very premium, very high-end curated experience. You're starting to see some of the thinking we have in this handheld, but I don't want to give it all away." Nice little video link in there about the Xbox Ally X kind of hands-on interview, and then you can watch the whole thing.
We covered it last episode too, by the way.
It's true. It's true. Tom has been writing for more than a year that the next Xbox console will be more PC-like, and that the Xbox Ally devices are an early look at what's to come. Bond's latest comments are subtle, but they once again line up with their previous promise of delivering an Xbox experience not locked to a single store or tied to one device, and prioritizing Windows. That's why we're working closely with the Windows team to ensure that Windows is the #1 platform for gaming, said Bond back in June while announcing a multi-year partnership with AMD for a portfolio of Xbox devices. Yeah, dude, Xbox, they love AMD. You know, like Intel,
They
get
certainly
out.
do, yeah.
We're not putting Intel in our consoles. We are using AMD. I was going to say the full, acronym for AMD, but I don't know what it is. So we're just going to say AMD.
I used to know it. Let's.
It's
What does
micro
AMD
devices.
stand for?
Something devices. My money's devices on the D. Pause. That's my money.
Advanced micro devices. Advanced.
Micro device. Yes. Advanced micro. So they have a partnership with Advanced Micro Devices. All right. That's what we're saying. We're only using that. No Intel. If NVIDIA were to come out with a chip, we're not using that. No chance. AMD GPUs, get away. I'm not using that in my Xbox devices. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I'm convinced that Microsoft's next-gen Xbox console, Tom is convinced. I mean, I might be convinced too, but it's Tom speaking, will be powered by Windows and be a part of a number of devices from third parties that Microsoft also considers Xbox consoles. A $1,000 Xbox Ally X handheld tests the appetite for pricey next-gen consoles, and it may well also test the appetite for a combination of Xbox and Windows. Perhaps that's what Bond means when she says the next-gen Xbox will deliver, quote, the largest technical leap you have ever seen in a hardware generation. Well, you're hyping this up, man. We're thinking this could be some like $2,000 monster, dude. Rhyming this up. You're not gonna buy anything else. You're gonna buy this. It's gonna run everything. All right. It's gonna be a PC, but it's not a PC. You know what I'm saying? Like,
dude. I still think, I still fundamentally think that Xbox is done selling hardware. Like the console, I think the Xbox Series X is gonna be the last ever console. Everything else now is like you're gonna be able to start buying PCs with the Xbox natively, like Xbox software natively on it. There's going to be a moment where you know how we hit Windows G on our Windows and
yeah.
like a Windows computer and do the Xbox app pop up now because the companion app's gone. Now it's like built in to Windows itself.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get to the point where it's going to be like, okay, I'm going to sign out for work because you're going to have a work version of Windows and then you're going to have a play version of Windows. So you can be like, okay, well, Windows L to lock your computer, you sign out or switch out. You go to the gaming version and it loads up like it's a console. That I think is going to happen soon. I don't see why they wouldn't do it now other than it's just being resources and like reprogramming everything. But the moment they can do that, the moment they implement that, I mean, there's no reason for you to have a console anymore. There really isn't. Unless it's like they're gonna just turn the console into. Honestly, you could probably mod it to do it. Be like its own PC. Have you ever used Microsoft Edge on a console?
Yes, I have.
It's pretty intuitively
Bad.
and it's not terrible. And if you have the button attachment on like the controller where you can actually have a keyboard and use your thumbs, nothing. It's whatever. It's super easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's gonna be like there's gonna be a tier system now where it's like if you want the true Xbox experience, you need like a $2,000 PC. If you want a like budget build, okay, just buy like the well now it's like $600 freaking dollars Xbox Series X, where you can plug in a mouse and keyboard to it. Just get a monitor or a TV. Who cares? Yeah,
these prices.
I think that's just the way it's gonna go.
Oh, I forgot we raised the prices on the Xbox Series X and S. They now cost more money. So in the future, if you're gonna get one of these consoles, I guess you might as well be an early adopter. You know what I'm saying? They don't get cheaper anymore; they get more expensive. So good luck, buddy.
It's crazy how it's actually gone up in value, isn't it?
Wow.
Yikes! Yikes!
I'm using my LAX. I have the video playing in the background for those.
That's a high quality video. Holy crap! And you're like streaming that to me. That must look amazing on the recording.
Oh yeah. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's like such good quality.
It looks like dog to you because I think I'm streaming 15 frames on Discord to you, but it looks pretty good to me.
Oh yeah, you definitely stream. You're streaming like 720 15, but when it was like a close up of him, flipping through,
looks nice.
It looked nice, man. It looked
nice
really
cameras.
cool. And that's the head of Microsoft, right? Or no, not Microsoft.
Cerbon
development or something.
We
had a whole thing about her.
I know. I'm literally forgetting her title now. Xbox president. That's what the article says. Oh, president. Or just
is it
pledging allegiance out here?
We had a whole thing talking about her.
Sarah Bond. You have
Sarah Bond. Yeah, she's Xbox president.
Yeah,
yeah, because there was a whole lot of people that were like just shook up that she got the job.
You have Matthew Booty, who is your head of Xbox Game Studios, I think, and then you have the one and only, the tried and true.
Oh yeah, Mr. Phil Spencer.
Mr. Phil Spencer, CEO.
Yeah, I think I remember Sarah Bond because they were talking about her, like saying that she wasn't qualified and that she was some type of like DEI hire. But then when you go and you actually look at her resume, it's like crazy freaking expressive. So it's like, what are you guys talking about?
Like, come on. You know what I'm thinking about? I think I saw the clip again recently where we talked about it. The new head of Blizzard, wasn't that? Were you talking about that shit?
Oh no,
dude. Yeah, it's a great clip. You can find it on her channel, I'm sure. When we talk about Blizzard CEO, they like hired a new CEO. At least I think it was CEO. But yeah, good times. Good times.
We'll leave that for next time. How about we start talking about a new game?
I would agree.
Have you seen? You said you haven't seen any bit of what's it called gameplay of Arc Raiders, have you?
I saw one clip. Someone died to a drone I think, or something like that.
Yep.
It was very unexpected. I was like, what just happened? Like, he was like,
Okay.
just walking around. All of a sudden, this drone just came. He's like, and then he's just dead. I was like, whoa.
It's an extraction shooter, of course. I watched Summit playing it, and I saw some highlights of Doctor Disrespect. Yeah, he still plays, and his clip. I forgot what it even was because his clips are starting to come back on my algorithm. So obviously, people are watching him again, and he had something where he was like across the world, and there's just like what's it called? The Day the Earth Stood Still or whatever. These like giant walker robots
Mm.
walking around like the Great Plains, and he's like, and he's reading his chat. He's like, "You saying not to shoot it? It's not gonna come and attack me. I'm way too far away." And he like pulls out the sniper and he shoots it, and it jumps from where it's at and like soars like you know. You ever watch the Hulk where he's running and just jumps and he like soars like 3 miles off of a hob? That's what that thing did, and he just goes dead silent, like panic on his face. It's just it's a goofy game. I'm excited to talk about it, really, and we get a little bit more context here because it's about where the designer got some inspiration from. I thought it would be kind of cool. So Justin Wagner wrote this article at PC Gamer. It's called Arc Raiders. This is what I was talking about before we started recording. All these articles started doing crazy long titles now. So I'm about to say this
PC
title, and the first paragraph is probably going to be exactly this. Yeah. So Arc Raiders designer says Marathon's reception was a great A/B test. They made decisions that we didn't, and vice versa. We could compare and contrast how some of those things shook out, aka how did the public receive it before we butcher our game on release. So both are extraction shooters, are hotly anticipated and gathering crucial feedback before launch. Let's go. It might feel like there's been a shed load of extraction shooters lately. I like that shed load. That's like super PC. But the genre still seems to crackle. Let me zoom in. My eyes are gone, brother. Still seems to crackle with untapped potential. Two heavy hitters, the reboot of Bungie's venerable shooter Marathon and Embark's fresh up and comer Arc Raiders are nearly here, and both have had a chance to gear up with playtests. Speaking with PC Gamer US Editor-in-Chief Tyler Wilde, Arc Raiders designer director Virgil Watkins said that shared timing made for a fortuitous opportunity. So, Watkins went on to say, it was very coincidental that they had their test around the same time they did. We did. To my knowledge, I don't think any of us knew what was going to happen. It was a very great A/B test for us because obviously they made decisions that we didn't and vice versa. So we could kind of compare and contrast how some of those things shook out. Of course, Arc Raiders and Marathon are different games, but it's hard not to compare the two. Timing side, when PC Gamer staff writer Morgan Park played both back-to-back earlier this year, he noted both studios need their extraction shooters to be a hit, adding he was skeptical there's enough interest in the inherently uncasual genre to support them both. I would agree with that. I mean, Escape from Tarkov looks like an awesome, cool game. I just can't get into it. It's the same thing with what's the game that Boomer was playing?
Oh yeah.
Is it on Epic Games as well? I mean, that one was an issue because the hackers came in and it ruined everything.
I thought it was something Frontier or something.
You're right. Something Frontier. Frontier something? Let's see. Extraction Shooter.
Started with a C. I have money on started with a C.
The Cycle.
Cycle Frontier.
Yeah, the Cycle Frontier. Free to play, PvPvE, extraction shooter, on Steam, on a lot of platforms. The problem with that one, if I remember correctly, is like the hackers came in and just ruined the game completely. Once you get cheaters in your game, like an extraction shooter where the stakes are so high, it kills everything and ruins it.
I can get back on, dog. Yeah. I just died to a cheater twin. Like,
I just lost all my work. It's like you're not just losing the game. You're losing hours of your time, like hours.
Yeah.
And that to me, that's brutal. Like I can play video games and do campaign mode because if I get really, really far and then I die, it's like, okay, I just got to start over from where I previously was. It's like an old save. That's kind of what an extraction shooter is. But the point is like there's more reward for me to finish the story because it's like I want to know. I'm invested in the story. I wouldn't keep playing if I didn't care about the story. Whereas extraction shooters are like, well, I just ran around the whole map. for hours. I got all the stuff I wanted to get, and then I die, I lose it. Do I want to go do that again? Not really. Like, what? Why do I really need that gun? Why do I really need that stuff? There's no real reason,
Yeah.
unless you're absolutely committed.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
wild. I just want you to pause for a second. I just want you to hear this.
Yes.
Think about this.
Okay.
We were originally supposed to be playing Marathon by now. Matter of fact, end of September, I believe, is the release. That was the original release of Marathon. Could you imagine if we were a month in to Marathon being out? Oh, dude.
What? I didn't even think about that. I know it got postponed because of the controversy, really.
Yeah, many reasons. That controversy was certainly an accelerator. But
yeah.
But dude, yeah,
I mean,
it's like
pushing
September.
it out. Yeah. September. So the original release is September 23rd, 2025. Ooh, that's rough. But I mean,
wow.
I don't know. Bungie has changed so much since like I've actually been into the Bungie ecosystem. It's really hard to tell if they could survive a push out. I mean, they're going to survive. What am I talking about? They got crazy back funding and a brand name that will carry forever. I just don't want. I mean, yeah, brand names carry for a while, like Ubisoft.
It's wild, dude.
But
I mean, hey,
yeah.
I at least have Destiny, right? You had Destiny 1 did pretty well. You have Destiny Dose out here, just like
I really like Destiny 2. I know a lot of people got annoyed with it after a while, but it was an overall good game, and I think most people are favorable over it.
Yeah.
A lot of my buddies that have only played PlayStation, they love that game.
I mean,
Loved it. I knew coworkers who were well in their 40s who were doing like team raids and missions for Destiny. They were like, the new raid's coming out.
I feel like the raids were the biggest appeal, right? It's like that was the biggest reason people played because it actually required coordination. So it's like if you give any sweaties, it's something they can coordinate on and dominate and try and beat records, like you're gonna have an audience so easily. So
for sure. I don't know. For me, the extraction shooters, it's not for me. It really isn't.
Yeah,
but don't get me wrong. I think it's perfect for people that are streaming because there's downtime.
Yeah, it's downtime,
and it gives you the opportunity to talk with them.
Stakes are high. You have the thing about extraction shooters, like especially as a viewer, if you're watching someone stream it, it's like those highs are so high. Like when you're like trying to extract, you're getting out, like you're having to kill 10 people on the way to the extraction point. Like those are that's what like makes those streams. That's what makes the content is those like high, really high highs. But to your point, I mean, those lows where you're kind of just chilling, waiting, trying to be sneaky, like stuff like that, like you're not really paying as close of attention. It gives you a time to interact with chat, and so it's like it's perfect for that. So I mean, for streaming, can't beat it. Like it's just meant to be.
It's true. Same thing with like military simulator war zones, like battle royales. Not something like Fortnite because Fortnite's like constant action. There's no downtime, but like PUBG, that's pretty slow. Call of Duty, not so much. The Arma mods. I think it's one of the reasons why. What was it? DayZ was so popular. You just had like huge amount of downtimes.
Yeah,
it was really really cool. It gives you an opportunity to really interact with chat. I don't think streamers really interact with chat anymore, at least the big ones. And who cares?
I mean, it's yeah. I mean, I don't know. I really can't comment it, I guess, because I don't really watch like big streamers. Like, I mean, I don't watch many streams nowadays, but especially like big ones. Just I don't know. Like if a new game comes out, want to see gameplay? Obviously, it's the best place to go because you can just see firsthand in good quality what it looks like. But yeah.
But that's what YouTube's for. I have like a handful of shooters I absolutely trust. Not shooters, but like FPS players, shooter players, like gamers that I'll go watch on YouTube whenever a game comes out. It's like if a new racing game comes out, I know exactly who I want to go see. If a new fighting game comes out, I know who I'm going to go see. If it's like any type of shooter, I go to Jack Frags. If it's any racing game, I go to this what's his freaking name? He's a British guy that actually like I can't even think of his name right now. But like the reason why I go to them is one, they're really, really good at the game, pretty much all the games, and then two, the quality that they put into the game. They're constantly buying the newest hardware to make sure they have the highest, what's it called, frame rate, highest resolution, highest quality. So you get to see the game how it's like how the developers wanted the game to be, and that kind of stuff is really cool. Speaking of just I don't know too much about Arc Raiders, but with Battlefield 6, there is a version that's called like cinematic or hardcore mode where you basically have like no UI and you kind of have to figure it out as you're playing. And it's like a movie in a lot of ways, like a first person shooter movie. It's really
immersive,
cool.
yeah. Most immersive way to play.
Yeah, immersive. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Well, we only have two
Sure.
more little paragraphs here. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. For Watkins, keep in mind. Let's go back. Watkins is the what is it? The U.S. editor? No, U.S. editor in chief. No, Virgil Watkins is the design director. Sorry. Yeah. So the design director, it was his chance, or was a chance to see how players reacted to the two games' divergent designs. So he goes on to say, it was quite interesting to follow in what players thought about those certain things, or what did work in their context and didn't, and what may have worked in ours. He said he wasn't, or he hasn't, been holding a magnifying glass up to the game. After all, most of the marathons tests have been limited access. But he only rooted the game's successes on saying he found the art style very evocative. I'm personally curious to see how that ends up, and I hope to see more of that in the future. Interesting. So it's like art style. He thought it was really interesting. I have not, honestly. I didn't play Marathon. I didn't play Arc Raiders. I There's a lot of high hopes over Marathon. I really think there is. It's just they're both niche games, like this article is talking about. It's like
Yeah.
not a whole lot of people play extraction shooters. It's not an easy genre to get into. So you gotta kind of commit if you're gonna do it, and you gotta make sure you do it right because you're competing with already established extraction shooters. So you gotta break
Yeah.
into that genre that's already niche. I
Yeah,
just
I
don't
mean,
think you should be expecting like world record numbers like Battlefield did. You know?
yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, I would agree. It's, I mean, I think that's the biggest challenge probably nowadays for most multiplayer games, especially depending on the
Yeah.
genre. Like, you have to be very cognizant of like where you land in terms of genre. Who are your competitors? Do you offer something that you feel would be a draw to pull? Because like really, like your best chance of success is to pull people away from your competitors, depending on what
Yeah.
genre, right? Like that's
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
you're not just gonna randomly find 100,000 new people in most cases.
Absolutely
Like
not. No.
like unless your game blows up, you have some people that come over for a little bit, and then you have new people, and then it's like your game is so good that you develop a community off the people that decide to stay. But like it's just so hard to do, and you have to have something that's different. So I don't know. I mean, in terms of Arc Raiders Marathon, I mean, I agree. It's going to be interesting to see which one ends up kind of leading and succeeding. Because looking at this, to me, it's hard for me to see a world where both are successes in terms of like maintaining like year after year player base and recurring players. So I'll be curious to see which one actually ends up winning. But Arc Raiders kind of getting an upper hand a little bit with kind of seeing what Marathon did and trying to learn from that. I think it's a really smart move. So
I think that's true. I mean, they gotta. I don't. I feel bad for developers now that are doing multiplayer, especially if they're trying to do something that's relatively new, like a new IP. I don't think the genre is new, of course, but in a way, they gotta kind of cater towards the streamer because streamers are like the biggest way to have an advertiser, and whether or not you want to admit it, they do have a lot of sway over successes of games. Like if you get a couple of like really big streamers and they come out and they say, "Oh, this game isn't good at all; it's trash," that could like really negatively impact the game, especially in multiplayers if you don't have a population playing the game competitively or like at all, like shooters competitively, but other games, then what's going to happen? The game's going to die quickly. That's exactly what's happened with like the last 3 or 4 shooters that try to come in and kind of copy a different genre, right? Like what's the one that literally lasted like 2 weeks? There were a handful of them. There was one that was made by the old COD team, like Breakout or something
oh
like
yeah,
that. I
X
don't remember.
Defiant that we're talking about.
X Defiant, yeah,
Yeah,
X Defiant. I called that out and said it was gonna be trash. I was like,
and it
they're
flopped.
offering absolutely nothing new, and they're just trying to be like a COD semi ripoff. And then, sure enough, it releases. Nobody really cared, and it died. And the same thing happened with another shooter that was trying to be like Overwatch or Marvel Rivals. It's like Marvel Rivals is successful because Gooners, and also because it's like established Marvel comics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love Mecha Break because nostalgia and Gooners. But the point is, it's not a successful game because I feel like they had nobody streaming it. Or maybe it's a region thing. Maybe it's popular over in China.
Yeah.
But I love that. I was having so much fun, and then I see the numbers go down and down and down, and then I have nothing but bots in my lobby. It's like, I love the game. I want to keep playing it, but I don't want to play against computers. I want to play against people that I know are humans on the other side.
Yeah.
I want nothing more than to know that I ruined somebody else's night by beating them in a video game. But that's just my nature of like trying to play games, multiplayer, right? I don't know. That's just kind of my 2 cents of what can make multiplayer games like an extraction shooter. Well, extraction shooter is more PvPvE, so you don't necessarily have to go to the lengths I'm talking about. But I think it matters to have streamers that play your game, like your game, and you have gamer moments where they post online and everybody's just like, dude, that looked hilarious. That's so funny. Like me talking about Dr. Disrespect getting attacked and destroyed by some robot who jumped like 2 or 3 miles in the game, go kill him because he shot him once with a sniper.
Amazing.
I love those moments.
That's that
I love
content.
watching Tim the Tatman get smoked in any game like Fall Guys. Like just funny stuff like that. People want to remember things like that. I'm searching for moments, is what I'm saying.
You have to. Gotta search for moments, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Would you ever play it?
Arc Raiders?
Yeah.
I mean, if people are on it and they're like, "Hey, you want to play?" They're like, "Yeah, it's free."
Is it free? Let's find out if it's gonna be free.
No idea.
Let's find out some Arc Raiders, because who knows? People might be like checking it out. Upcoming third person. Ooh. Yeah, you want to pre-purchase it on Steam for $40?
40's not bad. I get for 40's respectable.
40 is not bad because Battlefield 6 is $70 freaking dollars, dude.
Yeah. They're not charging. They're not charging quadruple A. All right, I think it's respectable.
Ooh, it's also not available on Game Pass.
Yeah, you gotta pay up, dude. I mean, hey, press is going to make a better game if you ask me. You're not, just throwing that out there for free. All right, less cheaters. I don't
know. Hey, actually, you might be onto something.
Incentive.
Yeah, you might need to start charging.
Yeah,
it's like when you're trying to get rid of wait, standard edition is $40. What the other version doesn't have a price. Whatever. We'll wait until it's actually released.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
I don't know if enough people play it. I'd be like, all right, $40, I'll buy it. Sure, let's get it. Let's run it. Die to a leaping monster 2 miles away from me. Why not?
Yeah, it's a shame.
Why not? I was trying to think of that game that got canceled after 2 weeks. What's the name of that? Conquered. That's what it was. I was like,
yeah, Conquered. Yeah,
Conquered.
I love it how it just shows up immediately.
The video game, the Google AI. Google AI.
Does the Google AI say how much they spent on it?
I don't know. It says the video game that was canceled after just 2 weeks is Sony's Conquered, PlayStation 5 PC shooter. Launched August 23rd, 2024. Shut down September 6th, 2024. All the sales were immediately halted due to poor sales and negative player reception. Sony offered full refunds. Project.
All right. $40 if you wanted to buy it. Keep in mind, no longer exists. $40 to buy in PlayStation 5 and PC. Okay. The price varied depending on sales, platform, and edition, with the lowest recorded price of $40 on Steam. Here's the crazy thing. It cost the developers $400 million. $200 million was spent to purchase it. $200 million spent to develop it. Because if you remember, the developers spent $200 million to build, design, or whatever, and then Sony came in and bought it for $200 million.
Look, I will say
that's $100 million. Dude,
a lot of money. Listen,
$200 million a week.
I will say there's people that have shown off the game from a character design perspective, and if you look at some of the reload animations and the character the artwork and stuff. I thought some of that was pretty cool, and you could tell like there was a lot of time and big budget put into like just those animations and all that. Obviously there was a lot else wrong with the game, so I'm not gonna say like you can't like I'm not sitting here trying to say a game that lasted 2 whole weeks in the public was a good game. It's not what I'm trying to say. But I mean, I could see
I don't think
like
you are.
I could see where like some of the budget was used for sure, like to make like the game look AAA at least. So yeah, I don't know, man.
It's just cope.
Not a good game, But yeah, there's yeah, we'll never see the light of day, dude. Sorry, saw the light of day for 2 weeks, a fortnight, literally, and now it's just gone. Now it's getting dogged on my Fortnite slam dunk. Hit the poster. It's just crazy, man.
It's just so madness, man. I don't know. I think we're due for a total reset of the gaming industry, and I think we kind of been on that track. We might be on the reset right now, just because I don't know when EA gets bought out by Saudi Arabia, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens to them. That is one of the biggest developers and publishers or whatever the heck they are now, basically conglomerates of video game stuff. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
GTA.
Yeah. GTA releases busted, bro.
Oh, don't say that. First off, how dare you say that to Rockstar, all right? How dare you? Second of all, it's already been delayed. Already been delayed, once or twice. Maybe again. I don't know. It'd be nice to, I will say, it'd be nice to have a big game like that coming out in May. Be so nice. A nice break right before summer. Be really nice.
Yeah.
Be really nice. So hopefully they stay with May, but we'll see.
It'd be nice if I don't have to have the craziest work schedule on the planet. I can just sit in front of my couch and get fat and play video games.
I'll take a week off.
And GTA
right now.
Part of that, brother.
I'll take a week off.
Speaking of taking a week off, I took a day off randomly in a couple of weeks just because I was like, nah, I'm not gonna work.
Bro, it's funny you say that. Yeah, I was talking to my like boss. So I was looking at my calendar. It's a pretty slow week at work, so I'm just like looking at my like timesheet and everything. I'm looking, and we have a little PTO widget that gives us our PTO. Mm-hmm. I was looking at that, and I was like, I'm taking off a week in December, so like it's minus 40 from that, right? I was looking, and I was like, is that like 117 or something like that? I was like, is that right? And so I saw I was like, subtract 40. I'm gonna have like 77 hours. I could only carry over like 40 into the next year. I was like, I started looking at my calendar. I was like, all right, what are some good Fridays to take off? As I was looking, I was like, I wonder if I could take off this Friday and next Friday. And they were like, yeah, that's fine. So just like literally on Monday, I decided, yeah, you know what? Friday I ain't coming in. Sorry.
That's awesome. So, you've been going back into the office, I think? Is that what you said?
Yeah, a couple days a week. Yeah, I'm hybrid right now, so going to.
Very nice.
But yeah, dude, it'll be nice. It's been a slow week too, so it's nice to just get a day. And it's like, I didn't know until like Monday I was getting a short week. And so it's just nice to know like throughout the week, I'm just like, I'm out Thursday, baby. Let's go.
Is it like total gym bro move to just want to take off a day of work just to go to the gym for like 2 hours?
Nah, man.
Be stressed.
Nah, man. Listen,
that's how I've been feeling.
Today
just
off.
Want to take off a random Thursday and just go to the gym.
It is. See, the thing is, when you take a day off, it's nobody else's day off but yours, right? So you can do what you want.
That's a fact.
Want to go to the gym for 2 hours? Like, do you? It's your day off. You get to do what you do with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm going to be...
never forget that, Mike.
Thank you, man. I need you in my life more. Sweet. All right, dude. Well, I think that's all the articles we covered for this week. Unless you got another one that you buried. But I think that is it.
I don't even think there's... Yeah,
a couple other...
I mean, there was a couple of things, but nothing like crazy, I don't think.
There's been mostly.
I mean, there was 8-bit Do. 8-bit Do did like an NES kind of.
I saw that controller. Yeah,
it's pretty sick. It's like
I like that color scheme. It was pretty.
Got a light up joysticks. Pretty cool.
I'm all about the new hardware. I actually been looking at. Honestly, I think this holiday season, depending on Black Friday deals, I really want to get like a nice TV for like $100 because they've gotten so cheap over the years. I just want to get something that's like. It doesn't even need to be a smart TV. I just need something that's like 1080p at least, and the color is normal. Because the problem I'm having, I think I told you, is I have this blue tint on my 10-plus-year-old TV from Insignia, aka Best Buy brand. Totally crap. And and I'm just completely wore out. I need to get myself something new, especially for the football season. Have that rocking, and I got the Fire Stick, so I don't even need the smart TV. I'll plug that Fire Stick right in. I'll be good to go.
It was so funny when you sent me that video. You're like watching the Panthers game.
Oh yeah, I sent you on Snap. Oh yeah,
I was like, dude, how do you watch this? Like, it was so
okay.
blue.
Okay, so for context, I sent a video of my. I think I was watching a Panthers game.
Yeah, it was.
They were wearing blue uniform. Yeah, yeah. It was the Panthers game at home, and they're wearing blue jerseys. And I like took a picture of it. It's just a sea. When I watch hockey, the ice is blue. It's like everything white turns blue. And I took a video of it and sent it to you. It looked extremely bad on the phone, like really bad. In person, it's not as bad, but it's super freaking blue. It was so blue that I remember telling somebody like that I was hanging out with at like some party or something like that, somebody's birthday party. And then they came over the next day or something like that, and they open up the door, turn the corner because it's like goes in the living room, turn the corner, and they're just like, "Your TV is so blue." It's like it looks like ocean blue. It's so blue. Yeah, I got to get a new TV, and that's one of my goals. Is I want to get something that's like 1080p. I want to get the new HDMI so I can use the Xbox and have the better like and like maybe higher frame rate. It doesn't matter. It's a freaking Xbox. Who cares? But yeah, that I want to do, and I need a new controller. So, but I'm not doing any of that until I get that yearly bonus. Hopefully, the economy doesn't crash and I get a bonus.
It's crazy.
That's the goal.
Another thing worth noting: holiday season's coming up.
Yes,
there was an article we did not include. However, Hallmark is selling a glowing Xbox 360 ornament that plays the Halo theme. And it's right now on Amazon, $28.99. Get this. So if you need an ornament that plays Halo theme, there you go. It is a 3.25-inch replica of the 20-year-old console. Gosh, it's crazy. 20 years old.
So cool. I got Xbox 360 over there. Speaking of which, I just remember I'm in an OG Halo 3 Discord server, and they do play nights every Wednesday. Holy crap! I opened it up. Let me show this to you. I'm going to copy this image and then open it up. So for anybody that's still sticking around, this is basically bonus content. I open up the Discord for the OG Halo 3. Somebody posted that. You should bring it up on stream.
That's legendary. Hold on.
Dude, that is, if you want to feel old, 20-year-old consoles right there. It looks like he has every single version scoped up.
That's it's crazy.
Gears of War, the black version, white version. The Slims up there too. Halo 3? That might be Halo 3.
Retail display unit only sticker? What?
That's a goat. That guy works at Best Buy.
Microsoft Research for that dev kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Halo 3 OG Xbox. I think it's probably Red Ring by now.
Probably all of them, dude.
Dude.
Then to back out and replace or swap it out with a different one. That's what I would do.
Dude, yeah, I swear I go back and watch that Red Ring documentary, the Xbox documentary, at least once a year. It's just like, I'm just befuddled that they released like those consoles that were just actually defective, and they had to rush them out, so they just put them on the shelves.
Like, they had to make it for the holiday season because they knew that everybody's bonus starts hitting the first couple of weeks of December.
Could miss the window. Couldn't miss it.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you know?
That's right.
The first couple rounds of Xboxes were just inherently bad.
Yep.
Oh man.
That's right.
Times. At least it's not like the PS3, the OG PS3. Remember the yellow light of death? That thing you literally cannot fix. Good luck. Like people are trying Frankensteining that thing, and like it's just like it's too much work to try and get it to work. So yeah, it's bad.
That's right.
And it was the best one, dude. You could play PS3, PS2, PS1 on one console, and they just made it like crap, dude. Hate to see it.
Poor decision makings. That's really all it comes down to. It's sad but true.
It's unfortunate.
But in other news, Justin Bieber is currently streaming on Twitch. So if you wanted to go check that out,
let's go. That's probably I don't know. Every time I should say. Every time I post a video, it kind of makes me be like, is he okay? It's like, so, yeah, dude. I don't know. I'm worried about him sometimes, you know?
I'm always worried about the guy. He's He hasn't been the same since Diddy got arrested. Anyways,
and that is gonna be our show.
Yeah, that's the end of the show. We're not a political channel unless we're talking about video games. So he was on Twitch, so that kind of counts. Anyways, we'll let you guys go for now. If you want to check out any of the descriptions, if you want to check out any of the articles below, links are below in the description. There's also timestamps for all the different articles that we talk about. You can come check those out, and you can also just bother us on social media if you want to. Join the Discord, do whatever. Who cares? Have fun. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. This has been the M2 Podcast. I'm MadMikeWillEatU. That is KyleHeath. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you in the next one, probably to announce new games for the month of November. So peace out. Have a good one, and keep on gaming.
Halloween up next week. Goodbye.
Bye.